Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, or most importantly, another what if video. Yep, you all been waiting for a long time for this, especially you, Paramount 360. So this what if, that actually I have multiple what ifs that have been requested. So I don't remember who. Okay, so there's two what ifs that's been requested by Thomas and Applejack. So the first what if that I will do from him or her is what if Thomas and the Children was a real episode, and what if My Little Pony never ended slash actually got a season 10. And the next one was Leonida Likey. I can't pronounce the name. So he requested a what if Day of the Diesel's dark cut was made, or director's cut or whatever, and what if the model version of Hero of the Rails was made. Okay. Oh boy. This is gonna be a long ass what if. That's what I deserve for putting the what if series on hold. So I hope you all enjoy this long awaited what if series. This long awaited what if video. Not gonna lie, I have plenty of what if videos that I'm planning. But this one, oh, this is what I deserve. Does it? Do I? Do I deserve this? So I hope you all enjoy this what if video. Especially you, Paramount 360. Alright, the first what if I'm gonna do is the, what if My Little Pony Friendship is Magic got a season 10? Or what if Friendship is Magic never ended? Like, it didn't have, like back in 2019, I was disappointed that Friendship is Magic was ending. I was just so depressed. And then I was hoping that Hasbro would make something to make up for it. But surely, My Little Pony: A New Generation came out on Netflix, and I thought it would disappoint me. But when I saw the trailer, I was like, "Hey, you know what? This actually looks good." So I watched the movie on Netflix, and wow, it was really good. And I've watched, and when I saw the after credit or mid credit sequence of the movie, I was like, "Oh, is that gonna be the sequel?" Well, there's no sequel. Well, there is a sequel, but the sequel is actually a TV show on Netflix. That's like a sequel after the movie, and it's called My Little Pony: Make Your Mark. And yes, I've watched every episode and every chapter, aka seasons. Because the seasons are kind of like chapters based on books. So the new characters that they added was really good. I really enjoyed Sunny Star Scout. Was that her name? And and also Izzy and Zip and Pippi and Huck, or no, what was that? What was that other pony's name? Hank? I don't remember. I'm sorry, guys, I forgot. And also Misty, who used. So yeah, sorry guys, I forgot what the other pony's name. It's a male pony that speaks animals. I'm sorry guys, I forgot. Though I haven't seen every episode on every season of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, but I'm planning to do so in the future. Yeah, I know you're shocked. So, you want me to say it again? I haven't seen every episode of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Yeah, I know you're shocked, but I will. I will watch every episode and every season in the future. I don't want to go too deep into My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. So, since it's a what if video, so if Hasbro thought, you know what? Let's not start the new generation of My Little Pony yet. We have a lot of fans that's giving us respecting the series a lot. Because the main six are like the main six and Spike, they were the reason why the show kept going. So if they made season 10, they would have introduced a lot more characters and even bring back the characters and villains from the previous generations. Like Grodar, which we didn't get to see enough of him in season 9. So if Grodar does come back in the 10th season, I would assume that he would have done a lot worse. So as for season 11 and 12 and so on, you can let me know about it. And as for My Little Pony, A New Generation, and Make Your Mark, will those still happen? Well, with My Little Pony Friendship is Magic still going, those two would not happen. Or at least for the time being. And I'm assuming let's just say in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, I think it will end. Like, I'm assuming if My Little Pony Friendship is Magic kept going, people would some people would think like, hey, it's the new decade. Why can't we just start a new generation for My Little Pony? Hasbro would be like, no, we don't have to. Like, think about it. When 2020 came, the new generation of My Little Pony happened. So that's why New Generation movie and Make Your Mark existed. So, like, if the government said to Hasbro, start the new generation or whatever, subject change. Like if the show would have lasted longer, I think I would say that I think My Little Pony would end sometime in season 20. Like, I think season 20 might be the finale of the series. I'm sorry. And then the chances of My Little Pony the new generation or the next generation came out, like, it would came out on Netflix, just like our timeline. Yeah, I have nothing to say about this one. All right, next one, and this next what if would have been the next what if story is requested by, again, Thomas and Applejack. So the next story from him or her is, what if Thomas and the Children was a real episode? If you don't know what Thomas and the Children is, it's basically a creepypasta that describes that his son got traumatized from that episode, and he looked at the episode to see what his son saw that made him frightened, that made him get scared. So the episode, there's no narrator, and Thomas just takes the children, and then Birdie gets stuck in the crossing, and then Thomas gets faster and he brings out an evil laugh, and he crashes into Birdie, and you know the story of Thomas and the Magic Children. No, Thomas and the Children. Like, I know that story. I listened to that story so many times. So if the episode was real, let's just say that someone hijacked the studio and made this episode and released it on a DVD. Like, if the episode was real, it would have been like a DVD exclusive episode. And then for some reason, then no one would. Then the next time when people go into the studio, they see the massacre, like all the fake blood and all that stuff. Like, remember, this is just a what if story. it's not like it really happened. So yeah, like I'm just like Britt Allcroft would look at the cameras, just no, Britt Allcroft would receive emails from angry parents saying, "Hey, why did you make this disturbing episode? My kid is traumatized because of this episode." Britt Allcroft would be confused and be like, what are they talking about?" And then one of the employees saw that there was an episode created called Thomas and the Children. They looked at the episode. They looked at the episode, and they were shocked. And then the DVD, then the episode, and then they realized that the episode was brought out to the public. So they pulled the so Hit Entertainment would bring out a lot. Hit Entertainment would notify the store, the DVD movie stores. They would tell about the episode. They would pull one of the DVDs that they would pull or take the DVDs that contains Thomas and the Children episode out of the shelves. And then after Hit Entertainment remakes the DVDs, removing the Thomas and the Children episode, and then they'll be back on shelves. And that is just like really freaking scary. But at least the children feel better. And maybe the kids around the world may have forgotten about this episode. So mind you, if the episode was created, if the episode was real, the story of Thomas and the Children would not have been made. So the Thomas and the Children episode would have been part of the lost media. Kind of like the Ghost Train deleted scene episode. You know, with Timothy the Ghost Engine. So, yeah, something like that. So, I have nothing to say about this one. So yeah, I'm sorry, Thomas and Applejack. I did the best I could. Alright. 2 more what ifs, and I'll get this over with. So the next what if story is that what if the model version of Hero of the Rails was made? So if you don't know, they advertised Hero of the Rails with the model cut version of Thomas. I believe it's one of the toys that promoted the movie, but they used the model Thomas on the packaging. But they got rid of that and replaced it with a different one. So Thomas and, like, if you don't know, Hero of the Rails is a special for Thomas and Friends. And like, you know, the previous season, like before Hero of the Rails, the trains, the characters were still model trains, but only the face was CGI. But then Hero of the Rails gave us a big transformation of the show. They turned everything CGI. The landscape, the characters, the human characters, including Sir Topham Hatt. Everything. Everything was CGI in that movie. But as a kid, I loved Hero of the Rails. I especially loved the part where Thomas goes down the hill so fast, crashing into some things to make him a mess. And then when he goes through the forest, he discovers Hero. Like, out of all the scenes that I love from that movie, that was one of my favorites. My number 1 favorite scene from the movie, or the special. And another part that I like the most is when Toby and James were chasing Spencer while he was stealing Percy's mail cars. But of course, Thomas saw what was going on, so he stopped in front of Spencer. So Spencer was trapped. Like, If Spencer knew that Thomas was in front of him, how does he see him? Despite that the mail cars are in front of him. He must have X-ray vision or something. But yeah, if the model series Hero of the Rails was made, if the model version of Hero of the Rails was made, I'm assuming it will be a little bit difficult to work with. Because if you saw the bloopers of Thomas and Friends, the models would not fly or crash properly. Or sometimes the trains just fall off the track on purpose. Yeah, I just hate when they do that. Though it's a very simple fix, but just aiming the wheels on the track, just to get the train on the right spot on the track to make it run perfectly. That's kind of a tricky thing to work with. I know that because I have one of the Christmas trains that, though it's plastic, but not metal. So, yeah. So, how much will it affect, like, if the model series of, the model version, or if Hero of the Rails, if the Hero of the Rails model version came out, how much will it affect the series? Not much. It's just that the series will still have the models, and I think they'll still keep the models with the CGI face. Probably until sometime around in season 19 or season 20. I don't know. That's a thing to think of. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Alright. Oh my gosh. This is quick. Okay, anyway. No, I didn't write anything for this what if. For these what ifs. I'm sorry. But alright, the last what if. What if Day of the Diesel's Dark Cut came out? If you don't know, someone made a fan-made version of the dark, or the scary, or the darker cut version, or a darker version of Day of the Diesels. Like, I mean, you know what it's like, because Thomas is going to the Diesel Works, and then Diesel 10's claw, aka Pinchy, comes out of nowhere like a jump scare. And then some crane lifts Thomas up, and then Diesel 10 has an evil laughter. Like, when I first saw that as a kid, oh my god! Oh my god, that scared me! I don't remember how bad it was, but that scared me. I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, whoa! That is freaky! Like, if that cut was made, that movie would have been like a Thomas is Missing type of movie, or like a mystery, like a mystery solved type of movie. But with the current version of Day of the Diesels, Percy hangs out with the Diesels, and then what the Diesels wants to be with another workshop. Like, if you've seen Day of the Diesels, you know what I'm talking about. Though I heard it was a not so good Thomas movie. Though I did see it when I was little, when I was a little kid. When I was a kid, but I don't remember much about it. But I don't remember how it was, but it was probably good. Now, wait. Don't say I'm biased. I was just a kid at the time. I think I was 11 when that came out. Like, the song, like, once upon a time, not too long ago, there wasn't any trouble going on. Diesels make the steam, he's very mad, and it goes like, there they go, there to the steamworks, the day of the diesels, you know. Luckily, with me singing that song, it doesn't give me a copyright. So yeah, if the darker version of Day of the Diesels was made, this would have been a little bit more mature and a little bit unlike Thomas and Friends. So I'm assuming Thomas or no, I think Emily or one of the Steam teams would have been the main protagonist, since Thomas was quote unquote kidnapped by Diesel 10. Like, Thomas would have gone missing. That would have been like the scene from, like, now that I think about it, it kind of reminds me of the scene in The Great Discovery where Thomas is in the cave and then everyone on Sodor had to look for Thomas. You know, like, Thomas must be found. Like if the darker cut was made, this would have been like that song from The Great Discovery. But it would have been like that song from The Great Discovery, but it would have been like a full-length movie. And that's where the final battle scene, or when they rescue Thomas, Diesel 10 would be a lot more vicious. And like, let's just say if Diesel 10 was very close to destroy Thomas, but Gordon came to the rescue and saves Thomas from being melted. And then after the chase, like, the chase would have been a little bit similar to Thomas and the Magic Railroad. And then after the chase, Diesel 10 crashes, and then Sir Topham Hatt would have scolded Diesel 10 for kidnapping Thomas in the first place. And I don't know. It's kind of like a newer version of the story. Like, now that I think about it, maybe I should make my own version of Day of the Diesel's dark cut, or I don't really know what to call it. What do you guys think would call it if the darker version of Day of the Diesels came out? What would you call it? Day of the Diesels new cut, or Day of the Diesels devious cut? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Oh, and by the way, before I head off, Duke, one of the narrow gauge engines, he was originally going to be in Hero of the Rails, but unfortunately, in the final version of the movie, he never made it. But I think in the storyboard, Duke was there, but unfortunately, in the final version of the movie, he never appeared. That's kind of weird. Like, if he did appear, like, either in the model version or the current version, like, people would say, oh yeah, it's cool to see him back, yay, or something like that. So if the darker version of Day of the Diesels came out, do I think the chances of Lady returning? I don't know. I mean, she made a cameo appearance in Calling All Engines during Thomas's dream sequence, along with an old version of Rusty. Like, man, just thinking about it, it's just... So if you want to know when's Lady's last appearance in the Thomas and Friends franchises, it's Calling All Engines, during Thomas's dream sequence. She first appeared in Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Side note, I actually still think that Thomas and the Magic Railroad is still a good movie. I don't want to be biased or anything. It's just my own personal opinion. But either way, so do I think Lady would appear in the darker version of Day of the Diesels? Well, as another cameo, I would say most likely. But as a character, to help the Steamies to find Thomas and to solve clues and something like that. I'm not sure about that. As much as how cool it sounds, I think it's a good idea. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think the darker version of Day of the Diesels would have been like a mystery solve type of movie. But well, I don't really know, guys. What do you guys think? Okay, there we go, guys. I finally done another what if video. So I hope you're happy, especially you, Paramount 360. Now again, if I start renting on Paramount 360, my mom's gonna scold me, because she does watch his videos. Side note, Paramount 360 made a video about me. I did not expect it. So, good job. So anyway, thank you all for watching this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn post notifications on. And I'll see you all next time. Alright, and I'll see you all next time. Cool.